If I asked you 10 years ago, what would happen to an electric vehicle battery after, say, 150,000 miles of use, chances are you would have said something like,
You're going to lose half your range in just a couple years. You're going to have to replace the battery really soon. It's going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars. I use EV? No, thank you.
and honestly, those weren't crazy assumptions. Back then, nobody knew. Electric vehicles were still relatively new. Batteries were really expensive. I mean, it could cost tens of thousands of dollars to replace one if it went bad. Many critics of electric vehicles actually assumed that EVs would become completely useless after, say, 10 years because the battery would just simply wear out, making the car worthless and unworth replacing the battery. Fast forward to today, and now we have millions of EVs on the road, and some of them have 200, 300, even 500,000 miles under their belt. And the result of this has surprised almost everyone. So in today's video, we're going to cover what the experts expected, what actually happened, and why the battery in an electric vehicle may actually prove to be the most reliable part in the entire vehicle. So let's talk about that right now. Hi, this is Rich, and welcome to Wings, Wheels, and Wires. I am so glad you joined me today. All right, so in the early days of modern EVs, there were some legitimate concerns about the batteries. I mean, after all, lithium-ion batteries degrade, right? Every time in charge and discharge them, they lose a tiny part of their capacity. Cell phones prove this, laptops prove this. So it was natural to assume that electric vehicles would be at least that much of a loss, or perhaps even worse, because let's be honest, pushing a couple thousand pounds of metal around is probably a heavier workload on a battery than checking your social media on your phone. Some predictions suggested that these batteries may only last 8 to 10 years before they were going to require replacement. And this would leave consumers with a $20,000 repair bill to replace the battery in a vehicle that was otherwise in great condition. This was a reasonable concern, especially since it's not like at the time we had decades worth of real world data. Then something really interesting happened. The first Tesla Model S's started piling on miles. Then came the Chevy Bolt. Then the BMW i3, which is my personal favorite. Then the Hyundai Kona and the Nissan Leaf. And as these vehicles started adding hundreds of thousands of miles, scientists finally had enough real world data to answer the very important question of how fast do EV batteries really degrade? So what's the answer? Well, much slower than expected. Geotab conducted a study across more than 22,000 electric vehicles across 21 different models. And the result they came up with was an annual degradation of about 2.3%. Now, they had done an earlier study where it was only 1.8%, and they seem to attribute the difference between these two studies as modern charging usage. People tend to do a lot more DC fast charging since it is more abundant and available now. And this is actually causing a slight increase in the speed of the degradation. Now, this means that even after 8 years, many vehicles still have between 80 and 85% of their original battery capacity. And understand, this doesn't mean that the battery is failing. It's just a reduction in the overall range of the vehicle. And honestly, it's not too long before that 8-year mark that you would even notice that drop in capacity, because many vehicles actually have a gap between their total capacity and their usable capacity, and your range is based on that usable capacity. Perfect example for me is my BMW i3 has a 33 kilowatt battery, but the usable capacity is somewhere just above 27 kilowatts. So my battery would have to degrade from 33 down to that 27 threshold before I lose even a single mile of range. Oh, and there is another surprise. Remember those big bag, scary EV battery swaps that everyone's afraid they're going to have to get every few years? Turns out that they're incredibly rare. EV battery monitoring company Recurrent has tracked over 1 billion, that's with a B, 1 billion miles of EV usage, and determined that on average, EVs maintain about 95% of their total capacity at the 5-year mark. And that these battery replacements due to degradation are very rare, even more rare in newer models of EVs. Now, I want you to take a moment and really think about that, because the fear of having to do this $20,000+ battery swap on a vehicle after, say, 5, 6, 7, 8 years has been one of the biggest deterrents and one of the biggest fears of EV ownership. And it turns out it really only affects a tiny fraction of people. And this is very different than what the original expectations are. And it's definitely very different to what some people still believe even today. So, how is it that everyone underestimated the longevity of EV batteries so much? Well, there's a few reasons, but the first one is improvements in battery chemistry, which has improved greatly over the years. I mean, just take my i3, for example. They almost doubled the range for the exact same physical size battery from 2016 to 2019, which is amazing. And they have absolutely, across the market, continued to improve batteries ever since then. The second reason is thermal management. You take, for example, the original Nissan Leaf was passive air cooled, which is not really good for EV batteries. All the other modern EVs that have come out have had ever improving thermal management systems, which help heat and cool the battery as needed for optimum performance and longevity. You see, excessive heat is the worst enemy of a lithium ion battery. So keeping the battery at a comfortable temperature will greatly reduce the degradation. Won't be zero, but it will be much slower. Now, the third thing is that battery management systems have become incredibly sophisticated. They help protect the battery from excess heat, extreme charging, and harmful operating conditions. For example, hyper accelerating over and over again. A lot of vehicles might slow you down or dampen it a little bit so that you don't beat the battery up as much. And the beauty of it is these battery management systems are working constantly in the background in support of your vehicle and your battery. And they work so well that people don't even notice that they're doing the job they're doing. It's just silently helping protect your vehicle. Now, to be fair, nothing's perfect. First off, even if every system worked perfectly and you charged your car only to 60%, it kept it perfectly cooled, you never drove a mile, you would still end up over the course of several years with some very minor degradation. This just happens to lithium ion batteries over time. This is physics. Also, heat still remains the biggest enemy of your lithium ion battery. And really extreme hot climates may tax the system's ability to cool the battery. And frequently running your vehicle heavy and then also mixing that in with ultra high speed DC fast charging is going to also heat the battery and cause increased degradation. Remember that shift in the numbers earlier by Geotab between 1.8 and then the 2.3? That is because people are more frequently DC fast charging. Level 2 charging at home is going to protect your battery better than DC fast charging. This still remains a reality. And this isn't just my opinion. Remember that study by Geotab? Along with that, they discovered that vehicles that relied primarily on DC fast charging at or above 100 kilowatts per hour degraded faster than vehicles that relied on lower AC charging. Now, as a note though, in both cases, the battery still lasted well beyond the typical ownership period. But now, are you ready for the biggest surprise? Many people had been concerned that the battery would be the first thing to go, leaving them with a perfectly good vehicle with no battery. But instead, what has happened is suspension components, seats, interior materials, paint, and even door handles have failed long before the battery causes the owner any problems at all. And this is the exact opposite of what people had feared a decade ago. So, does this mean that EV batteries are going to last forever? Of course not. Batteries still age. Your driving habits matter. A lead foot is going to put more of a strain on your battery than driving chill. The climate matters. The hotter the climate, the harder your battery is going to have to work to try to stay cool. And of course, your charging habits matter. DC fast charging is going to put more of a strain on your battery than level 2 AC charging, for example, at home. But as we rack up millions of miles on EVs, the evidence has become increasingly clear that modern EV batteries have performed better than most people, including many experts, had expected. And that completely changes how we should think about buying a new electric vehicle, or actually, more importantly, buying a used one. But let me know what you think. Has this evidence changed your opinion on EV battery longevity, or is degradation still one of your biggest concerns? Let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you like the video, go ahead and do that YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, comment, all that. And if you really like the video, consider hitting that thanks button down below and supporting the channel. And speaking of liking videos, here's one I'm sure you're going to love.
And now it's time for the subscriber shout-outs. If you'd like your own shout-out, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and either make sure your name is visible or put in the comments down below that you subscribed.
Jim Migoski, Bad Boy, Henry P. Thanks for subscribing.